the day after a meteorite fell towards Safari Town. A boy went in search of it, hoping to find an adventure. What he found was a palm-sized robot that has a mind of its own. The little machine was also a life form known as a Gotchaborg from the planet Megaborg.
What?
Hi. Huh?
This
They
is
are the
Gotcha
Death
Force.
They are an evil Gotchaborg corps that fight only to conquer and destroy. You're fighting now. Give me your orders, GF Commander.
I love this game.
Alright, let's rock!
A button jumps. Can move around joystick.
Yes!
B button is
Good.
either a melee or a shot, depending on what character you have. X button is usually a
Good!
little special attack.
Finish now.
Some characters have like a boost jump, where you have a limited amount of jump. You hold the B button on G-Red, the guy I'm playing right now. You charge up a little beam attack. It has auto-targeting. It's really strong. But you can also just run up and punch. It's really fast-paced.
We showed them!
There's a lot of characters that you collect over time.
Huh?
The story is terrible.
Thank you. Let's join
But
forces.
it's kind of
We are the Gotchaborg Corps of Justice,
like a B movie.
known as Gotcha Force.
If you don't take it too seriously, it's just funny. This is your friend Kikaru.
Hi.
You have a bunch of friends. They all have these little gotcha
We can do
boards. They're
this.
essentially just toys that you get out of like a gachapon thing in Japan. This guy really likes ninjas, so he has a bunch of ninja boards. Some cool tricks you can do. If you like dash attack with your melee, you don't do that, and that'll link into a lot of other moves. Unfortunately, these guys
We
have
showed them!
too low health
We've
to
lost.
show off anything right now.
Yeah. Right.
Let's go get her friend now.
Aww.
Well, Nana. Her board is now. She's being attacked by these death boards. They're trying to take over the
Mana!
world with toys, essentially.
Yes! Ouch!
Finish now.
Next! Eat! Good! Good! Yes!
The main character is really OP.
Here.
Good!
Every single
Oh,
character
that was a goner.
is stronger than just about everybody else's.
You forgot something.
Yeah! Good!
You forgot something.
Beam goes through all. Ooh. Oh. So later, in a little
We
bit,
showed them!
you're gonna have a chance to collect any board that you kill, and if your friends get the last hit,
Hey!
you don't get that chance. You have to get the last hit to get that chance. We're gonna have a little 1v1 with Kitsune.
You easy!
It's just like the jerk of your friends. But his board is actually really cool. Let me show off the combos.
Wow!
that little dashing attack links to just about everything else. It can even link into itself and just jump, dash, attack, jump, dash, attack.
That was luck.
But
Yeehaw!
damage, what's the word? The damage scaling is really rough. So the more hits you deal,
Please help me.
the less damage you're gonna be dealing. So multi-hit attacks, like they start off really strong, but
Try your
end up really
best.
weak. And if you have a long combo, you'll start doing
Good.
pretty weak damage by using it.
Yes.
These guys, especially just run off
Good.
anyway.
Yeah.
You can actually like run around,
Yes.
but it's so slow. The only reason to run around on the ground is to use your ground attacks, which are actually pretty strong for a lot of boards. You have that like 1-2-3 punch, and that can link into his little beam attack, or his X dash, which is really
We
strong.
showed them.
Or you can just jump
Yay!
and start comboing off the bat. This game is made by Capcom, so it does have some
Hey,
fighting
you!
game mechanics.
Hee
So here's two jerk friends. So right now we can pick between Mana or Kakeru. Mana has a healer. I like that mostly because she doesn't deal a lot of damage to the enemy. Kakeru is kind of aggro, gets in their face, and can end up stealing your kills. Mana just stays out of your way, and if you
You're
want,
no match for me.
I'll show you
If
in
you
a sec.
oppose Katsumi, you'll regret it.
Yeah, okay. So we have two opponents for the first time in a while, but if you hit the R and L button, you can switch between them. If you hit Z, you'll target your ally. In case for some reason you want to hit them with impact. You do have some buffs and stuff. So if you hit Z on Mana, she'll turn to you and heal you. Which is really good.
Oh.
There's a little combo.
Yeah, you're just lucky.
Try to get something else going on this guy. I want to get him on the ground. There we go.
Mission work.
He went into like an invincible state.
Now.
Every so many hits that you take, you go into one invincible state. So combos can never really do too much damage, even if they're infinite. Like this is the beginning of the game. It's pretty easy.
We
So
showed
you
them.
can just run around
We
here
did
wherever I
it.
want. But later, these mechanics will be a lot more relevant.
What?
Yeah, so now we can make our own.
These are the gotcha borgs you have. Recruit a gotcha borg from the gotcha box to your force.
This is normal ninja, and this is revolver gunman. So if we hit X on our boards, we'll show you their specs. These stats are mostly meaningless. The HP and XP are relevant. You can see the jump type on the bottom. Boost jump is the like mechanical jump where you have a limited amount of jump. If you hit right, you can see their abilities. B is his little beam shot. B, when you're close, is a melee attack. If you hold B, you do the G Buster, it's the like big beam. And X is G Crash, it's like you charge up and then charge into them. And there's a little description about them. So the Ninja Borg has 150 HP. He's supposed to be pretty speedy, but that's really irrelevant. His B is a shuriken type shot. It's slow moving, but very homing attack. It deals light damage, but stuns a tiny bit, enough to combo into other things if you're close enough, or combo into itself. His melee attack that was really strong. You'll see it's like a variety of melee attacks. And as X is a bomb that has a big blast radius, it does not deal a lot of damage, but it's useful for hitting targets that are otherwise hard to hit. And here's Revolver Gunman. He has a lot of tech, especially with his unique role. I don't really like him personally. His B-Shot is really fast little bullets, and his melee attack is just really slow punches. He's like a little punch combo. His X attack though, he will shoot off like a shotgun blast right in front of him. This is your Gacha Force. Whatever order you put these guys in, that's the order they're going to come out. And you can only use as much as you have your limits. We're going to train Kikaru.
Hi!
It's going to be ninjas against ninjas, because that's what we're starting with.
Here we go!
I like this alternate view here. So his X is this bomb. It has this huge blast radius, but if they just run, you'll run out of it. I was mentioning about the jumps before. This Borg has a different jump style. He has 3 jumps, and then you can dash forever. So you can jump, dash, dash, dash forever, and jump again, and keep dashing, and jump again. You only get 3 jumps really. There are ways around that 3 jumps, but those are kind of glitches and not really useful for normal ninja here. But let's show off these shurikens. They're actually really, they're not strong in terms of damage they deal, but they are a stronger projectile. So if you want, you can play the range game with him and just stay away, throw ninja stars and throw bombs. It's a little boring, so let's... Oh, he got way too much knockback off that.
They got me! I'm on my way!
So let me show you, if you're over the top of them, he has a little slice down. That's really strong. It kills some boards instantly. Look how much damage that just did. He probably has the same amount of health as me, so he's got maybe 50 health left. But he also has a really strong aerial dash attack.
Thought I was a... They got me!
If I can manage to hit one of the boards while they're on the ground, you can see why the aerial dash attack is so weird. Yeah. You can just combo it into itself, and then end with whatever you want, basically. I think you want to use his grounded melee attacks, because they're a little bit stronger. Oh, and this is our first collection. So we got another normal ninja from Kikaru. So here we can choose between different little fights. Usually these battles with Death Force units are just extra battles. Those are nice to build up your GF energy. You get 10 GF energy per battle you win. But usually these continue to start.
Hi! Huh?
Now our friend's got a couple extra boards. So now it just has 2 healing units, and Kikaru has 4 ninjas. They're different types. You can see there's like a healing nurse and then Now's personal board. Those are really basically the same. Now's every little friend has their own personal unit, which has slight differences from an otherwise regular unit. And our force here, but we don't have enough to fit this guy in. So we're just gonna leave him for now and level up these other guys. I think it's that every singular battle that you win, you earn 1 experience or 2 experience. You can check as we go through this. So that tank is kind of scary. It deals a lot of damage and has a lot of health. In a 1v1 situation, it's not a big deal, but when I'm dealing with 2 units at a time, it's a bit more of a...
You got lucky!
Oops, she's on the ground. If I hit her with that, she would get
Oh
combo.
my!
Destroyed.
Not yet!
I'm gonna try to jump above him
Yeah.
and my aerial slash.
This will hit! Go!
Grounded attacks.
Ha!
I have this
There!
when you're in a 2v2 situation, you have a lot more to worry about.
Wow! Yeah!
That's why the bomb's
That
good.
should work! Ow! Ow! Ow!
Because you can hit targets that are otherwise just a little bit hard to hit.
Alright! Yay! Uh-huh!
Now we got those guys on our team, so we can choose those guys to fight with as long as they're not already forced either against us or with us. So here we can choose Usagi and Tsutomu. I don't think I've ever actually said his name out loud. Usagi has a lot of girl Borgs. Girl Borgs are great. They usually focus on shooting. And she has some winged Borgs, which are also really great. They fly around and can also shoot their opponents. Tsutomu has a lot of, I think, tank Borgs. I don't remember if he gets the little samurai guys. No, that's going to be this guy over here. But he's like a military fanatic. He loves all things military. So you can keep going with Mana. She kind of makes it impossible to lose if you abuse her. Yeah, here we go. Met and Tetsuya.
No mercy.
I think that's Tetsuya. He loves samurais, and Met is also a weird funding who is into these tactical samurai.
No!
And I got shot by an arrow. It's just
This is so
pins me.
hard!
to wherever she shoots me. I'm gonna keep trying to do my little ninja combo.
I got hit!
Finish off the
Now,
bomb.
hold on!
If
I'll
I
be
can
right
hit
there!
with
This
this
should
little
work.
overhead, deal a ton of damage, but I don't see
Do it!
running into that. The bomb's also a nice getaway attack.
I can't stand this anymore.
It pushes you away while also knocking them. So it's really like a good get off.
Fire! No!
Oh, and but I can just throw some shurikens and throw some bombs. Probably be fine. Let me show you what happens if you die. You'll focus on me for a second.
Stop
I'm
it!
unstoppable.
Why you?
In a lot of senses, dying here would be a good thing because the experience you gain only goes to boards. I want kill.
They got me!
Experience you gain only goes to boards which you actually use on the field.
I'll show you!
So normal ninja's been getting all the experience lately.
Ouch!
This is my stupid little punch combo. These bullets, like, they don't come out quickly, but they fly pretty fast. But I can use this unique little dash
Whoa!
that he has to move around and dodge. Usually Borgs don't want to stay on the ground, but he has some use on the ground.
We showed them!
We lost.
Negative!
So now I have a couple choices on where to go. But let's check out the experience we've got. He got 6 experience, and he has 2. So yeah, you get 2 experience per battle that you win that you participate in. So G-Red hasn't been getting any experience think that one continues the map, so I want to do this one because
Hi
once you
there.
complete the game, you can go back to any stage that you've actually finished. And if the game moves on to a certain point, you'll
Let's
lose
do
the
this.
ability to go back to certain stages.
Got you. Next. Yeah. Go.
Let's show off our little shotgun blast.
Good. Do it.
I might be mistaken. I think he has a little revolver. He's not the shotgun guy.
Go.
The revolver is like a weaker tank blast. It has a strong knockaway effect. Deals pretty good damage if it's not comboed into.
Good.
It's really good for sniping the last hits. It flies a little bit faster than normal shots, I think, and has a little bit better homing than these shots.
Go.
You can see
Go.
they kind of just travel. Most
Nice.
projectiles in this game actually have a fair amount of homing because of how much movement there is.
Good.
Yeah, see? So this is the first time we've seen it. There's a little bar that increases as you deal and take damage. And when that bar gets to max, you can hit the Y button
Okay.
to go into hyper mode. You have unlimited ammo. You can fire extremely fast. You can move extremely fast. All your melee attacks come out very fast.
Nice combo.
It lasts, I don't know, 5 seconds. What can you get? Probably revolver gun. Yeah. Those guys have a high chance to drop. Let's see, just in case you go a little bit too far. Because I do want to clear all these places.
Hi. Okay.
And I'm not sure which continues the story and which doesn't. So I'm using Revolver Gunman just to level him up mostly,
Let's have
but
fun.
like I said, he's not my favorite. He has really low accuracy. He has pretty weak movement.
Do it.
Really, he's useful for some of his tech and his crazy ability to dodge,
Hey.
and also his ability to snipe last hits. But for the story mode, you really want a character who can move around quickly, because dodging is so powerful.
Why you?
And there are some really big attacks that you just have to get out of.
Yay! This mission work.
And anytime, like you can see me dodging here, there's a little
Too far.
moment where you stop and you can't do anything when you dodges. That's really where you want to get your shots in,
Yeah.
but it also leaves you pretty vulnerable. So here's some hyper mode.
Take that. Now.
Generally spamming your B shot is doing better DPS than just spamming your strongest hit.
Go. Ouch.
Mainly because your strong hits,
Take this.
they come out like one at a time, and they also tend to put your opponent into an invincibility state more often.
Let's do it.
Let's see if we can snipe. Oh, she healed. Okay, that's actually a little bit good. Oh, let me get the last hit there, I think.
Not yet. I can do this. Not yet.
I'm just gonna try to combo.
Ow. No. You got
I say ninja combo mainly because there's a lot of ninja boards besides normal ninja here, and a lot of them tend to have that combo.
We showed them.
Ooh, we got our first girl board. She's probably gonna go in pretty much every battle. I love the girl boards, especially in story mode. Any training that we can do, I'm gonna try to do. What do I like? Tsutomu has like a big strong hit, so he's gonna steal a lot of kills. He gets a lot of hits off, but they tend to deal pretty light damage, so it'll be harder for her to steal my kills. Goodbye, Revolver. Don't care for you. I could put another normal ninja in here, but I really just like keeping one of everything. So this guy, let's see how it is. He's gonna go to the warehouse where we store our little toys who we just don't want to keep permanently. So let's check out our Battle Girl. She's pretty fast, has 130 HP, she has a boost jump. Her B is like a little submachine gun. I think it shoots 3 shots per press. But if you just keep mashing it, it'll shoot a big line. Her melee, she takes out this little dagger that you can see on her left. And slashes. It's really fast and can combo actually into her X, which is a big missile. It comes out of nowhere. You can't see, it's not on her back or anything. It just literally comes out of thin air. Secret agent. Let's put her in front just to show her off. Generally, I like to put my best kind of clean up boards in the back and fast, low health folks in front.
I'll do my best. Don't lose.
So the B is a little submachine gun. Oh, it shoots 1, 2, 5 per shot. Oh, I don't want to get this thing. But you can kind of air dash, jump, shoot dash, jump, shoot dash. It makes a lot more sense while you fight, but you just dash in between each shot, and it allows you to move while you're shooting. And so it's really great at dodging. Here's the Shuriken Ninja, and I believe Barrier. No, that's not Barrier, it's Shield Witch. Show off her X. It shoots a big missile. If it misses, it's going to do a pretty big AoE. And one of the useful things is that some of her combos just move straight into it if the enemy doesn't go flying off for some reason. So even if you miss with her aerial dash attack, you can tend to get that missile shot off because it turns her around. Ooh, and I don't want to take that hit. Let's just go into hyper and hope to get these last hits.
I'm on my way.
I'm trying to consider if I want to die here. Normally get some experience, but ultimately I don't care. In some boards, when boards level up, mostly they just get more health. Some get extra ammo, like G-Red, he'll get extra ammo on his B button.
Alright.
And then some get extra effects when they hit certain levels. But we won't see that for a long time. And it's really pretty rare. Let's see. Gotta show off one of these. Defeat the Death Force. Gotta take mana. Like, I feel like the other partners remove your own fun by fighting with you. Later, you will get the ability to choose no partner. I think that's an option after you beat the game. You get a second playthrough. And I think I'd either prefer that or Mana. So playing with most of the other partners is like a detriment to me. Just because they get in the way. They move on dealing with opponents. And they tend to steal your kills. So if I'm trying to slash him so that he doesn't go flying off and get this last kill instead. Because I know if I get the right angle. You see she kills you while you're loud. You can combo right into the missile. It deals pretty big damage and it looks cool. That was like a grounded attack. You have a couple of different grounded attacks. I'm gonna try to show them off here if I don't die. You have like a walking attack. It tends to go into a little combo. But you also have a dashing grounded attack. It has a little kick. That kick can set up into the missile pretty well. It just really depends which way they go. Ooh, here we go. Some acceleration ninjas. These guys are fun. Fire Hyper to deal with their immense. They really are like extremely fast. The AI is terrible at using them, but they move quick when you have them.
Alright! Yay!
Let's see if we get them. This is Sonic Samurai. He's pretty cool. No acceleration ninjas. Try to show off our Sonic Samurai. All the boards have a different cost. So Battle Girl costs $230, Normal Ninja costs $150, G-Red costs $300. And if that cost is basically against this GF Force limit here. Right now I have 870. So if we have to keep our force under that limit, otherwise it just cuts off final boards until that limit, until we're under that limit. Let's put Sonic speed. Yeah, that's pretty good. So right now we're 10 under the limit, but we don't have anything that costs 10. Let's show off his stats page. He's got 4 attacks, 6 speed. You know, that doesn't really mean much. His HP is 250, which is pretty good. He's got 3 air jumps, just like the normal ninja. His B shot is that X slash that you saw. It's called Shinku Slash. It's really good because it'll combo. It stuns for maybe a half a second, maybe a second, and that can go into his melee or his X, which you haven't seen. And his melee tends to flow into his X, which is a really strong, like, single hit. Supersonic powers. I don't know. He has one move that goes slightly fast. He is not typically a fast forward. We can get some other cool beats from here, though.
Nice to meet you.
We've already met us, Mana.
Everyone, try your best.
So once you complete the game, this game is called Gacha Force. You play a lot just to collect these guys. So this is our X. It is Sonic Slash. It makes like a little cutscene. I believe you're invincible during that, and it deals a ton of damage. But it's really hard to hit outside of a combo. So with Sonic Samurai, you want to try to combo into it So you can either use your little Shinku slash here to you want it at the right range, you have it hit at the correct time, and then you melee into Meiji. Yeah, see? That was almost correct. Or you just aerial melee. Bam. And there you go, you see that he went into his little invincibility state. Like mid-attack, I think it cut damage by half.
We showed them.
But even comboing into his X cuts the damage by a huge amount. So if you do it just naked, it deals a ton of damage, but the more hits you put beforehand, it'll cut the damage by a ton. Uh-oh, maybe this wasn't a good choice against the Flying Death Lord. So you probably should have used a bunch of projectiles and stuff. Flying Lords are, like, honestly, the only reason they die is because they don't know how to stay away. If they wanted to, they could just fly into a corner and become almost unhittable. His X does not have great homing. I thought that would hit, but I'm in melee range. There we go. If these guys had moved like a little bit while I was trying to do that, they would not get hit. Oh, you can see that guy's blue. I mean, this is the thing about gacha, and some boards get different colors. These, I guess, kind of confusing, but these Flying Jets, there's a yellow, an orange, and a blue one. Those are different boards, but sometimes you'll have alternate colors on boards. So that orange and the blue one, they have different abilities. They have different names.
This should work.
So they are different guys. Oh, if you take a look at my B projectile on the bottom right, it's slowly like rotating upwards. So this board has a style of reload where it just reloads over time. Other boards, they won't reload until you empty their whole clip, and then go through a little reload timer. There's no animation for it, I believe. Like, you don't have to go through a reload animation. Please don't hit him. Come on, I got that one set.
Alright! Yay!
You can see some Japanese writing on my swords. There is a lot of detail in this game. Got Orange Fighter. Orange Fighter's actually broken, but he's kind of boring to play. That's the problem with the flying boards. They are like incredibly strong, but flying around, not getting hit, tends to be boring. I don't remember what it says on his swords. Also, yeah, every single Borg I think has Capcom made in Japan written on them, because they are essentially toys. See our Orange Fighter. It's just a little jet plane. If you think it looks like he can transform, you would be wrong, but he is based on other boards that do transform, so there are transforming boards. Spoilers. Costs 200, spare amount, and has 150 HP, which is pretty low. His B is a Vulcan. I think it's one big shot, and you can charge it to shoot a little, like a bigger beam. And his X drops a napalm blast that goes in a line across the ground. Let's try to show him off. Cool one here. Normal ninja in. Put Sonic and Revolver in so that they get used once we have enough GF energy. robots.
Bye.
Oh, so now you can see, like, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 boards to get used, and then 2 who are over the limit, and they won't be used.
Let's do this.
So you start off flying in the air. You are always flying orbs.
Go. There.
There you go. So my charge beam, huge beam, and my press beam, little pellets, they have very weak homing. They deal fair amount of damage. Let's see if I can make these guys with my charge. Meanwhile, my charge beam has insane homing. You can see it like moving in the air. The homing tracks both the enemy and your own movement. It's kind of a weird implementation, but it works out. If you hit A in the air, you have a dash, which gets recharged over time. And if you look at my B button down in the corner, I'm going to run out of ammo here, and it just takes a period of time for me to reload the whole clip. That tends to be the more common type of reload, but it depends on what type of warp it is. I'll show off my X if I can. I drop a bomb and goes forward in a straight line. I think it covers the whole field.
Stop it! Why you?
No. But it deals like a moderate amount of damage. This guy's kind of countering me.
Ouch!
Okay, got 2 HP. Let's see if I can do this without getting hit whatsoever. So, what I'm trying to do is dodge their drills, which have, oh, I didn't see that one coming. They have really strong homing and deal a ton of damage and go pretty fast. So drills are actually really strong in this game. But you tend to only have like so many drills. It looks like that guy has maybe 2. But then he can fire them. Yeah, X is a good finisher.
Alright! Yay! We did it!
Oh, cool. We cleared everything else. So I was right. This is the one that kind of continues the story. It'll make new events go on.
Please help me!
And I think if we had done this, it would have removed all the old events.
That's close!
You want pain, don't ya?
You easy!
So one really stupid thing you can do with the air fighters, put yourself high in a corner, you get so high that it takes forever for shots to reach you, and then becomes a game of Patricia. When you're up this high, your homing is terrible. Like, if you're within a certain range of your opponent, your homing gets significantly better. I'm just trying to tap the button, the dash button, to one, keep overhead of the enemy, so that I can keep shooting like downwards. It should keep the homing strong, and also continuously dodge anything that they happen to shoot at. From up here, it's really hard to see. You can see that. Yeah, look at that. That shot went like a full 180. That's how you know you're in the right place. There it goes. And it hit. That was surprising. But yeah, that's why Orange Fighter is actually really broken.
We all did it.
Stay in the air and attack from relative safety. You got Claw Robot. I love Claw Robot. Goodbye, Orange Fighter. I love Claw Robot. Costs 350. That's a lot. Has 300 health. That's a lot. Has a boost jump. Decent attack. Okay speed. That speed is Midsummer. He is a mover. His B is Quaternary Missile. Those are the little missiles that he has kind of on his, not his pecs, but like by his shoulders. His melee is his claws, and his X, he turns into a little spinning bullet himself. And cities. Claw Robot is bro. Let's fit T-Red in there just in case we somehow end up needing him. Claw Robot should probably clean up everything that we're dealing with right now. Again, I'm just gonna save just in case we go to the wrong place here. I guess that's not a big deal if you don't care. Ooh. This one might be hard. Gatling Gun is a guy, if he hits you once, you're probably dead. These aren't Gatling Guns. These are just like little losers. Dark one might cut out there. That's our Quaternary Missile. Really strong, just one-shot those guys. And this is Gatling Gunner. So you can see with my boost jump, I am moving around up here. I don't really want to get into melee range because, like I said, once these guys start shooting you, they kind of just combo you to death. You get like 1 or 2 shots before you get hit stunned, and then you're dead. They can take out your whole health with 1 round of their bullets, and their bullets have some kind of property which really it won't put you into the invincibility state for a very long time. They just have really, like, they stun you just enough. We're gonna try to take this thing down. Like,
Oh! Thank you!
oh yeah, thanks for interrupting my combo and trying to kill me. So I'm trying to use my grounded melee. Ended up not getting it, but his grounded attack is really strong and can combo into a lot. His aerial attack gets like a little combo, but it's moderately strong. So what we just got there, we look at in our item list, is Data Crystal. Data Crystal N116B. Basically, if you collect A and B, you get the Gatling Gunner. So it's a part of that org. This is Combo Gotcha, which is now illegal in Japan.
Help me!
If we had paid for this, it would have been illegal. to collect these boards.
Everyone, try your best.
Katsumi, they need to be
But
put in their
basically,
place.
the hard
You
keys
get on my nerves.
are
Oh,
kind of gated behind that Kamigotchi system. If you don't know what Kamigotchi is, it means that you have to get like a certain combination of pieces to complete a gotcha unit.
Good.
we're gonna lose?
Yeah, not yet.
Forget my melee. Yeah, bam!
You're just
It
lucky.
deals a ton of damage. It's really hard to hit this guy over here. And you can combo into either your missiles or your drill. This is your X button.
You.
Your drill does not do a lot of damage, but it gets you around. And that's its use. It makes this, like, fairly mobile board into a very mobile board.
What's going on?
You can drill in any direction. You have a lot of lag afterwards. Even if, like, you can't, I don't know, jump cancel it, you can't cancel it into a jump, and jumping won't cancel it. But, like, it'll get you out of
Why
trouble.
you? There?
This can't be happening. Don't think you're beating me.
If you see this guy, I don't remember what his name was. Isaac. This is Isaac Borg here. And
No.
so he is just an upgraded version of Claw Robot, basically. I think he has a little bit more health, and that's it. Some of these guys, they have some different properties, but most of these special characters have just a little bit more health, which ends up being kind of relevant in a lot of cases.
We showed them. We are.
And yeah, nothing. Good day, sir.
Huh?
Alright, so we're finally settling our rivalry here. Here's, bro against bro.
Let's do this.
If I did happen
You
to have
want
anybody in
pain,
chat,
don't ya?
I would ask, you know, who would you like me to use? And that's who you would be saying.
Like this.
Kitsune!
Yes, Katsumi?
Oh, look at that! You turned a 1v2 or 1v1 into a 1v2. I can just kind of run away and snipe. This guy over here is Magnet Robot, and he really hampers my ability to just run away and snipe. But it's the AI, so it's not a big deal. As long as you just keep running away, ultimately, we are pretty safe.
Whoa.
Now you've seen a couple other boards. You can see Red's bullets. They have
Whoa.
moderately okay handing, but they go like fast enough that they
You're just
are
lucky.
really a major threat. Get you? No. Usually his charge B is like almost a guaranteed hit. The homing on that is so insane and comes out so quickly.
You easy.
Like, you see this little charge up period right there? That barely matters. Because if you dodge during that period, he's still going to, like, turn and target where you're facing. So, his charge speed is ultimately pretty broken. And, hey, it's the first bullet that you get.
There. Whoa.
trying not to spoil anything else about future works that we get. So now it's back to 1v1. I don't think it blows up other projectiles, but as we shot our like huge shot into his Quaternary missile, he would have actually blown that up. So that's one of the issues with the Quaternary missile. It's really strong, but it's slow. It has decent homing, but other projectiles can shoot it out of the sky.
You
got this weird black spot on the map. What is that? Ooh, battle show. So I think this one continues the story. I think usually the red, like the white dotted outline places continue the story. So this is actually just a side battle. It says tough stuff because this is supposed to be a really tough battle for this period in time. And I know that way back when, people complained online about this particular battle. So let's build a pretty good team that we want to use. Oh, we got Magnet Robot. He's kind of slow, moderately strong. He has 350 HP, which is pretty good. He's got a boost jump. He uses machine gun. I think it's the little pellets. His melee, he just uses his arms, kind of like Claw Robot. I think it's a little bit weaker. And his X is that magnet. They call it the magnet scope, but it's just like an AoE that's mostly in front of him that pulls in anything. It just creates gravity towards him. I'll show him off eventually. He costs 400, but really he's like a 2v2 board. He's more of a support unit, though he does have his own nice combos. For now, let us... Orange Fighter's actually going to be pretty weak on this battle, but throw him in anyway. This whole lineup is pretty weak except for G-Red. So
I'm gonna win.
this is Show's Borg. I think this is Garuda. It's really strong. It's like way too strong at this point in the game. I think it costs 500. He has that charge, Big Blast, has a huge area of effect. We basically can't dodge it as we are right now. So we want, you can see him charging it right now. I just want to peek out and run away. That was pretty lucky. Best way to avoid it is to try to LOS it, line of sight it, and get it shot by, like, run it into some of the people. If we can get him in melee range, that would be great, because I'm a little bit faster than him, but his melees are really scary too. I should not have done that.
Is that the best that you can do?
And now I can kind of just rush him down, hopefully. You can see that he's not taking a lot of damage. That's just because of how much health he has. Because he's a 500 cost board.
Is that all you can do? It's just getting started.
We got our normal ninja. Normal ninja, I don't think is a very good matchup either here. Your best shot with normal ninja is to rush him down, but you can see his melee attacks. They have huge range. You can get anything done with him. And here we go, G-Red, Broken Town. If I wanted to, I could just hide behind this tree and charge up B. Just combo him to death like that. And now he's got Blade Wing, I believe, he throws his weapon when he charges up. So he's a lot easier to deal with. He's actually, I don't want to say better than Garuda when you're using him, but he has different uses, and he can be better than Garuda. But against him, it's generally easier because he doesn't have that obscene AoE blast attack. Cheap here. I mean, this is a single player game right now. There is multiplayer, there is versus, kind of, and there is co-op. But, you know, I can be as cheap as I want here, just hide and be basically invincible as long as I don't shoot them into my own range. But it's not fun. So if I can, I would like to get them in melee range and get some cool combos. Yeah. And we look cool. Giant laser beams.
Alright. This can't be.
If One Piece has taught me anything,
Yeah.
I always love giant laser beams. So yeah, that battle, we didn't get anything out of it now, but if you win all the battles against Sho, I think he joins your team eventually. Oh, we got a big boss. I'm gonna try to show off something cool. Yeah, this would be good.
Everyone, try your best.
When we get to the dragon, I'm going to try to switch to normal ninja and show off just how strong that both downward slash is.
Now, yeah. Take this.
But first, we're just going to clean up these little depth boards. Yeah, you can eventually get these guys. There's a very small chance of them dropping, essentially. Oh, here comes the boss. But they have much lower health than normal boards, and generally are pretty weak. I think that these guys spawn forever. Not 100% on that. So all the dragon boards, they have that giant blast attack. It's similar to Garuda's. I think it has less homing, or maybe it's just because the dragons are so much less mobile. But they also have a giant beam that lasts, I don't know, 3 seconds. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds. It deals a ton of damage if you get hit by it, so you don't want to get hit by it. And I think this battle just lasts until you kill this guy. Let's see. This guy has a ton of health. So if I do that, it deals a fairly large amount of damage. And if we go into hyper and manage to line it up correctly.
I did it!
So what's happening is I'm landing on his back, which is creating a problem for me. So I want to go through him, deal as many hits as I can.
There.
One of the main ways you counter these dragons is just get behind them. But I was gonna say, but a couple issues you run into is one, they can shoot backwards. It's kind of a glitch, but like ultimately it's just how the homing works in this game. And the other issue is that their stomps deal AoE damage. So if we get very lucky here, there's a chance that we could have gotten a piece of that red dragon.
Okay.
Oh, here we get a little taste of the last boss. And so that's ultimately the first part of the game. That has been an hour of recording, so I think that's a good test recording.